I have one more person that I would like to thank, who, while there has been no mother of the bride in this whole process, which has been heartbreaking for all of us, there has been both a mother of the bride, a father of the bride, a best friend, a maid of honor when she was away, and we would like to present an MVP hat to my father, Jeffrey McLaughlin. He really rocked this ceremony, and And I'm gonna, on that note, pass the mic, as they say, to my father.
This one first. I'm putting the mic stand in because my hands are going to be shaking. And I need 2 hands to hold this. You ready?
Okay, ready.
All right. So I've known Brian for over 3 years, and I think it's quite obvious to everyone that he's an essential part of our family. Fourth Lake, holiday events, his relationships with Jonna and family and friends, especially with Simone, are all evidence of this. On their trip to Italy with my brother's family, they even gave him the Italian nickname Bruno. I'm glad I work in the business. I'm a videotape editor, not a sound man.
Doing great.
All of us on Jonna's side feel a great closeness with Brian. He was also a very essential part of our family 3 summers ago, and he was very well liked by Catherine at the time. You know that someone is a part of your... You know that someone is a part of your family when, as a dad, I tell stories about him as often as I do about my own 2 girls. And I find myself as being as proud of his accomplishments as I am of Jonna's and Simone's. So without sounding too corny, I really do want to say a cliche. I didn't lose a daughter. I really think I gained a son. So now, Jonna, I really can't say enough about you. She has been my rock for the last 3 years. And I don't know what I would have done without her in my life during that time. I think we crossed the father-daughter boundary so many times on so many levels. And I guess everybody else knows that. that was a surprise. Sometimes those boundaries misfire, but I really am happy that we can break them, at least some of the time, and maybe not as much as we have these last few weeks. But Jonna, thank you for being such a supporting daughter. But I think you already know that. You know what your love and support means to me. So outside of being an extraordinary daughter, Jonna is also a very extraordinary person. As proud as I am of her professional advancements, I am 10 times more proud of who she is as a person. She works in the television industry as a line producer, which is usually the most hated person in that industry. Yet she manages that job with a smile and with a ton of caring. For those in the business, that is an impossible task, and she pulls it off better than anyone. I would love to work for Jonna. Jonna is smart, But we all knew that since she was a kid. Tough, that took a real long time to develop. Hardworking, never ever would have thought that during her teenage years. But most evidently and noticeably for her entire life, she's a very compassionate and very loyal to family and friends. Brian is a very lucky man to have such a supportive partner in life. Without any regard for modesty, I will say that she is an incredible catch, but I do believe that Brian is well aware of that, and I think he agrees. Which leads me to my last thoughts. There are very few moments in time when one can experience perfection. This is one of those moments. This time, this day, this moment are what yogis ask us to strive for. This is what I am feeling now, perfection. I couldn't be more happy, more proud, more fulfilled as I am at this moment. Tomorrow, I will wake up and resume my normal life. But this moment is a perfect moment, and I toast to that moment of perfection. Jonna and Brian, to our moment of perfection.